Good afternoon. We're going to do the weekly recap of the trades this past week. Now, I finished the week 23 wins and 6 losses, which isn't too bad, with a win rate of 79.31%. It was a very difficult, choppy week, but you can also go to Twitter and see the actual alerts, the timestamps, and the calls that I had for the past week. I post them daily, or at least try to post them daily on Twitch, and you can see them in the Discord room too. Link is in the bio. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to see the timestamp in the past alerts. It just says like Monday or something, but on Twitter you can actually see the day and time on Twitter. So that's where you can go to verify anything or whatever. But like I said, the link to the Discord room is in the bio, and we'll get started. So Monday I had 4 trades. I ended up finishing 3-1, 3 wins, 1 loss. And the first trade was the SPX 335 puts. Now I remember this because on Monday, usually the puts for SPX are pretty high, and I can't usually get a decent one until like 11 or noon. And when I looked at before 10 a.m., they were at the timestamp's actually 9:52, that they were actually really cheap. So, and it was close to, let's see. What day is this? Yeah, so it gapped up. This is Friday. I'm looking at Friday and Monday, and Friday it chopped, and then it closed at higher day, then it gapped up on Monday, and it was just chopping around, so it kind of did look weak. And usually what's been happening is that the market will gap up and sell off. So I was short-sighted on this one. Like I said, the puts were cheap, so I grabbed it right at 9:52, which was right here. It jumped up, then when it made this bearish engulfing on the 10-minute, that's when I grabbed it, and of course it dropped down and popped back up, then it flushed. So I had the 335 puts at 95 cents, and they went to $8.30 right here, just in that drop. I like when it opens up and it drops really, really fast within the first half an hour or something, because when it starts chopping, that's when you start losing money. And we'll get to that, because Friday was not a good day. Friday was very frustrating, but we'll get to Friday when we get to Friday. Then the second one was SPX 330 puts at 11:36, which was right here. Oh yeah, okay. I remember when it dropped, it came back up here, and it was doing like it looked like it was going to reject the 20 EMA, and then you look at the support, the resistance at the 3350 area, and I grabbed the 3330 puts at 115, and this little drop right here, just in this little few point drop, it went from 115 to 150, so I get in and out of that really fast, and it already made its big move. So I don't think there's going to be another big move. Usually when you have a big move like that, you usually don't see another one, especially when the market's been really choppy. So, and they've been recovering the drops really fast. So the next one I had, which was 333.40 puts at 1203, which I think is right here. It popped up, as you can see, this support became resistance, and I grabbed it right there, and that went from 120 to 250, just in this little drop. The puts were so cheap, you could get really close to the money. You're talking, I got it right here, and 340 puts were right here, and you're only like 15 points out of the money, and that's really cheap for SPX. So, and the last one I grabbed 33.45 puts at $1.20 at 101, which was right here at this double top. Now they did end up going green, and I wanted a little bigger move than what it did, and it didn't, and it chopped. And by the time it made this move right here, which probably would have sent those $1.20 puts to probably like $2 plus, but because it happened over here, the chop just ruined the play, which had happened a lot this week. So and it popped up, so I held it. It's a lotto, so I mean, I play lottos to the end, and sometimes you just get that massive drop at the end of the day, and we didn't get it. It just chopped and pinned right at the higher day on Monday, so that was frustrating to watch, but it is what it is. Then Tuesday I had I had a lot of plays on Tuesday. Let's see, Tuesday I had 6 wins. Actually, it's not, I thought that was more than that, but okay, let's look at Spy was the first one, Roku was the second. Okay, now Spy, which is okay. Now Spy, the same thing. I grab puts right in at the opening. It's been doing the same thing. It'll pop up and it sells off at the open. So I grabbed 336 puts on Spy. I don't like playing SPX on non-expiration days because they're too expensive. So I grabbed the 336 puts at 99 cents at 9.34, which was right here. And they ended up going from 99 cents to $1.68 right here. Now, if this was SPX, that probably would have gone 300-400% right there. But it's not. It is what it is. So it gapped up. It broke below the support right here and just dumped right down to the 200 EMA. So, and it just the market loves these 10-minute EMAs. And at the end of the day, it just had a massive dump. But we'll get to that because I did play that. Roku, which was the 11th, right? Yep, right here. I always like to look at the day before. Now I grabbed 157 calls at Roku, 92 cents at 9.43. So I grabbed it right here on the dip. I mean, it really dipped down hard right there, and I tried to grab it, but I missed it because I was in Spy. But I did grab it right here, and it went from 92 cents to $1.80. So right in here, this little move right there. So that was pretty good. So the let me bring it. As you can see, I mean, every time it gets to this 147 area, I mean, it just gets bought and takes off. So I was looking at that if it did manage to get above these moving averages, that's where I would take it. So oops, yeah, above these moving averages, but sorry, VWAP, I was looking at the wrong day. Yeah, I was looking ahead. But yeah, this area on Roku was look at the hourly. The dips have been getting bought on Roku, so I did like, yeah, because this is Thursday right here. I mean, as you can see, I knew this area was going to get bought because look at back here, it's been just getting bought in this 147 area. So as long as it got above that 147, looks like it got a big head and shoulders right here. We'll have to keep an eye on that next week. But yeah, anyways, that was the area I was looking for when I came up through VWAP. That's when I grabbed it, and then I grabbed BA. I grabbed BA puts at, okay, which day was it? The 11th, right here. Now, I remember I grabbed BA puts because I grabbed it at 9.43, right there. Now, there was a reason I grabbed it. I think that my chart, I have 2 charts, so sometimes they're, yeah. Let me look on my other chart. Oh, okay. I know what I did here. Now, on the BA, it has, of course, TOS is lagging really bad right now. Hopefully it will load. Of course, it's not loading. I'm having this problem with There we go. Well, I can't load the hourly, but if you load the hourly on BA, you're gonna see. I'm looking it up on my other chart, so I don't have to sit there and wait for this stupid thing to load. Yeah, because if you look at the okay, I'm looking at the 4 hour. If you look at the 4 hour on BA, there's a lot of resistance in the 190 area, so that's why I ended up grabbing it when I did. Is that I knew there was resistance up here, and when it got up there, I grabbed the put. So I grabbed the 177.50 puts at 94 cents. So I grabbed it right at the 190 in this little drop right here. They ended up going, let's see, to 124. So I ended up grabbing it twice because when it got here at the 190, it dropped. I sold it, then I grabbed it again. But the next one after that was UPS. I'll put UPS over here. UPS. Sometimes going back and looking at these for the week, I get confused which day we're on now. The 11th, right here. Now, I've been watching UPS because UPS has been on a tear. So I grabbed the 155 puts at 10.14, which is a break below VWAP. Actually, no, it wasn't. That's where I should have grabbed it. But I remember this when I chased it. I am sit on the alert. I chased it. I chased it at 10.14. So I chased it down here, right in this area. I just said, the heck with it. I'm going to chase it. So it was up so much. I mean, it just, look at the run it's had from earnings. I mean, I was waiting for this pullback. I was waiting for it back here. It never happened, and it finally happened right here. So I was watching it for days, but I did chase it. I was expecting a huge move, but I kind of got bored with it and got out. I mean, they ended up going from 88 cents to 175, but it was a very slow mover. I like the fast movers. I don't like these slow little grinds down. I like shorting because they take the window out. They take the window down and the elevator up, so that it looks like it took the window, the escalator up and the stairway down. So it was very annoying to watch. BA was the next one. BA I grabbed again at 11.10, which I believe is right here. Yeah, I grabbed it right down here. Now, the reason I grabbed it down here and not up here, because usually what happens is when they come up here and drop down and they retest the high that fast, sometimes they break out. So I was more comfortable waiting for it down here underneath VWAP because that's what usually happens when it drops and comes back up really fast. They end up breaking out, and I didn't want to take that chance. I thought it was a safer down here entry down here than it was up here. So I did grab it there. I grabbed the same ones at 177.50 puts at 94 cents, the same price at 11.10, and they went to $1.44. Then I remember I have it later in the Twitter, but I did grab dust on that day, and I ended up being a loser because let's see, gold was down substantially. It dropped like 100 points. So I thought gold was going to continue dumping here, because if you look at gold, hopefully this thing won't lag. Okay, let's look at gold on the daily. Now, see, this is this massive dump right here. Now, when you see, like, look over here, when you see gold starting to dump big, it usually keeps going. I mean, it's continuous. So even if you look at the weekly, hopefully this thing doesn't take forever to load. Yeah. See, when it gets strong red candles like this one, it just keeps going. So that was my thesis behind it, and it was wrong. So, but whatever. Next one was... the last one of the day was SPY. I'll put SPY right here and get rid of this. Now I grabbed SPY puts, 336 puts at the end of day, which was the 11th right here. Let me back it up a little more so you can see. Now we had it here from at the open, so I ended up grabbing it again at 217, which was right here, the break below VWAP. I had 336 puts at 95 cents, and they went from 95 cents to 426. So this was a huge dump, and I believe That was due to Biden's VP pick, I believe. Yeah. If it wasn't, it was the Baltimore explosion. No, I think it was the VP. Okay, the next day was, let's see, the 12th. I did 4 wins, 2 losses. Not as good. First one was ROKU. Now, ROKU, I got the calls at 9:39. Okay, ROKU, the 12th, right there. Now, ROKU, this has been channeling in this area, the 146 to the 153 area, 152 area. It's just been channeling like crazy now. When this gapped up and it broke over this area right here, over the 150, 170, I thought it was going to just rock it, because when ROKU gets some strength behind it, the thing is nasty. So I grabbed the 165 calls at 90 cents, and they went up to $1.35. It started struggling here, and I ended up getting out. Then I ended up grabbing SPY puts, 335 puts on, let's see, 13th. Now, I grabbed it at 946, so 946 should be right about right here. Now, I did grab it right here because I do remember grabbing it right at the RCT trend line, which is this orange line. It's a regression channel trend line, and you see it loves this line. I mean, moving averages and this line, the VWAP, that's all you need, because this thing acts like a magnet, like the moving averages. Anyways, when it came up here and rejected, it rejected this area, the RCT trend line. That is when I grabbed the puts. Then it ended up going to VWAP and popping to this area. Well, I wasn't too concerned about it because obviously it was Wednesday. It's a lotto, so I'm not too worried about that. And plus, it's been rejecting this 338 level for a while, so it came back down and went green, and I took my money. Actually, no, I grabbed the puts, and that was a loss. That was a loss, so yeah, I don't know why I looked at that wrong. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. I'm looking at my thing right now. It was a loss. But yeah, I did grab it right here, and I think I end up getting out there. I should have held it. I should have held it there, but I didn't. Okay, that was a loss. That was not a win. That was the first loss of the day. And I know I grabbed it right there because I remember seeing this line and it rejecting right here, and I thought for sure it was going to reject and fall apart, and it didn't. It popped on me. And it didn't just, I don't know, it wasn't a good trade. But I should have stayed with it though. I don't know why I didn't take that. I'd have to look at my my orders and stuff. But I did grab, let's see, BA 187 calls. Okay. I should start doing these daily so I know they have them in my head and I remember exactly. But I do remember grabbing SPY right there, right at that thing, and it just popped. I probably got frustrated and just got out. I should have held on to it because I came right back down. Maybe it didn't come down enough. I don't know. I'll have to look at that a lot more. But anyways, let's see. I grabbed BA 187 calls at $1. Now, which day was this? The 12th. 956. Oh yeah, I grabbed it right down here for a push through VWAP, and it didn't amount to too much, so it just chopped around in here, and that was like a very, very small one. I mean, it did end up going from $1 to $1.58. 956. So I probably grabbed it right around here when it started to wick up, because I love using these RCT trend lines, and the moving averages as support. So it wicked right here, so that would have been a good area to get in, and that's where I think I got in. Now the next one was SPX 340. This is probably where I got back in right there. Let's see, switch over. I mean, I could use SPY, but I'm playing SPX. I'd rather show you the SPX. Let's see, now what was that? 1013. 1013. Must have got it right here. Am I looking at the right day? Yeah. Why does my SPX look different than my SPY? Did I have the wrong day? Is that what I was doing wrong? Oh yeah, I had the wrong day. I was looking at the wrong day. That explains why I was having problems. Okay, yeah. Yeah, SPY, early in the morning I had the puts, and like I said, it was off this pre-market high. I knew it had something to do with pre-market high because I remember when it went against me, I was using the pre-market high or the RCT trend line, so I do remember going against me right there. And yeah, okay, now it helps if I look at the right day. Okay, so then I ended up grabbing the SPX puts, the 3340 puts at $1.20 at 1013. So I grabbed it right here. It's been rejecting this 338 level, which was right here, actually at the 1038. So it was rejecting the 3750 level right here. So on SPY, and they ended up going from let's see, 1013. Yeah, no, yeah, the 330 puts, the 3340 puts at $1.20. At 1013, I got them at $1.20, and they never recovered. That was the second loss right there. So I lost it here on the breakout, and I tried to get it here. What? The 10-minute looks so different on. Oh, it's because of the pre-market. Yeah. It just got away from me there too. Now, because of the 3340 puts, they just didn't go down enough to matter, because I think I grabbed it right 2013, right? I must have had to grab it right here. And then they never dropped for it to turn green. So that was my second loss of the day. BA was the we kept SPX up because I did get the last one. BA, God, my brain is just like out of it this morning, this afternoon. Okay, the 12th. Now BA, I had the calls, the 182.50 calls at 85. Now I adjusted the strike because of it's gone down. So I got a 210, which is, I do remember this. This is one I was going to swing overnight. I grabbed it right here. The reason I grabbed it right there, it has support in this area. Let's see. Right there. See, this was previous, this was resistance, now becoming support. So plus I was also seeing a divergence, as you can see right here. As it's going down, the histogram is going up. So I saw the divergence on the 12th, so I grabbed it right there for a swing overnight. And like I said, it's been channeling from 174 to 180 for a few days. So I figured, it would be a good area to grab right here. Plus on the hourly, I don't think it will show on this chart. I have two different charts, one that shows pre-market and one that doesn't. Yeah, see right here, it's showing the RCT trend line flat on the hourly, and this is the right there, and there's 200 EMA. So I knew that this would be a good area to grab it. Would be a good area to grab BA, because the hourly moving averages are work really wonderful if you pay attention to them. That's why I watch the hourly a lot. So I did grab it there. They end up going from 85 cents, let's see, to $1.32. I didn't want a chance overnight, so I sold it. I could have held it overnight, but I didn't want to. I mean, swinging overnight is just so dangerous. I mean, because everything flip-flops, and it's annoying to watch. So good thing I didn't, because it dropped, but it did recover. I know some people in the room held it overnight, and they did recover it and made some decent money. So I'll swing it overnight and take the chance sometimes. But if I'm up, quite a bit, I'm going to take it. I'm not going to leave money on the table and chance turning into the loser the next day. So I ended up grabbing SPX end of the day lotto. I grabbed the 33.70 puts at $1, and I grabbed it at 256, which was right here. I think I grabbed it right here, right before the breakout. Yeah, 256 is right when I grabbed it, right here, right before the breakout, because it looked like it was going to flush. I mean, it was just chopping up here. I couldn't get over this 33.84 area, 84.50. I couldn't get over it, so I was like, okay, it's getting end of the day. I'll grab it right here. It started to show a red candle. But the thing that's been frustrating this week is every time there's a red candle, a big green candle. Red candle's green. The reaction to it just is fast. So I was like, okay, it's end of day. Maybe they're going to flush it here. Sometimes they flush it at 1. Sometimes they flush it at 2, 3, 3:30, 3:45. You just never know when time they're going to flush it. There's no set time frame. They just do it. So I grabbed it right here, and it popped. And I just, okay, whatever. Then it flushed down. So they ended up going from $1 to $1.55, just right there. But luckily, it was it came back down really fast, and they ended up turning green for a small little win. But let's see, Thursday I had I had 6 wins on Thursday and 0 losses. Now, first one was BA and Roku. Okay, BA is up. Let's put Roku over here. Okay, let's make sure I have the right day. This is the 13th. Okay, and BA was the 13th. Okay. Now BA right here. Remember, I was going to hold overnight, and when it dipped down and got back up over this open range right here, over this closed candle, that's when I decided to grab it again. And like I said, most people in the room already had it from the previous day swing, and I ended up grabbing it again, and they ended up going from the 188 calls. And what did they have last time? What did they actually alert the day before? Oh yeah, the day before the swing overnight was 182, but the Thursday I grabbed the 180 calls at 80 cents, and they went from 80 cents to 260. See, the closer it gets to expiration date, theta is going to creep up more and wreck the positions more. So I always adjust the strikes. That's one reason why I don't like holding overnight, is that they just go down in value. So and that's why you see on like lotto days, I'm always changing the strikes. I don't go in the same strikes. I try to stay as close to the money as possible, so that way that has a better chance of making a big move and recovering faster. So BA, that's what I did right there on BA. I brought over the moving averages on the 10 minutes. Roku, I grabbed Roku calls, 155 calls at 9:45. Pretty much did the same thing. Once it got over this high right here, over the 200 EMA, right in this area is when I grabbed the 155 calls from 93 cents to $1.30. The move just wasn't as strong as I thought. Plus, it had the RCT trend line right here, and the day before was like 152 was a hard area for it. So I was very conservative on that one. So Apple was the next. I ended up grabbing. Oh yeah, I remember this one, Apple. Now, this I managed to get out with a win, and I got very, very lucky. This was the 13th right here. Now, I grabbed Apple, and like I said, I've been watching Apple, And I thought for sure Apple was going to fall apart right here. It gapped up and it started to get weak right here. And I grabbed the 445 puts at 445 puts at 91 cents at 1017, which was probably right here, right through VWAP. Yeah, it was right in this little area because it popped up. It came down, popped up again, and it was just chopping around VWAP. So I ended up grabbing it right in here, thinking we're actually going to fall apart. And it dropped a little bit, then it came back up, and it was weird. I remember this thinking that I got out right above the 20 EMA. It was bouncing off the 20 EMA right here, and as the price was going up, puts were going up with it. And I was thinking how weird that was. As Apple was climbing, the puts were actually were holding and actually staying green and actually being more profitable. And I was just like, what is happening? So Apple, I hate trading Apple. It doesn't like to move that much sometimes, and I get out, and I end up getting out at 93 cents, like 2 pennies. So it wasn't a loss. It wasn't nothing substantial, but I do remember grabbing it right here, thinking it was finally going to show weakness on this madness stock that shouldn't be up here, but it is. I thought I was expecting it to drop to 200 EMA, but it was just so weird to see the price climb and the puts actually climb with it. It was, the divergence was really weird. So I got out, just like, I'm not going to complain. I ended up grabbing the next one was SPY 337 puts. Now let's put SPY up here. Okay, now SPY just loves this 338 level. It's been nothing but gold. Okay, this is the okay. Yeah, so I grabbed, let's see, the 337 puts at 1131, which was must have been right here. 1131, right here as it broke down. Sometimes, I mean, there was a divergence right here. You can see right there, the histogram's going down as it's going up. I grabbed the 337 puts at 99 cents, and I didn't hold it long. I in and out. $1 went to $1.11. Right in this little drop to VWAP, and it got, you get to like use the moving averages as a area to get out, because the 20 EMA right there and the VWAP right there, there's a high probability it was gonna pop, and it did. So that's why I got out. Then I had the 147 puts on Roku at 78 cents at 131 at the exact. I took a lot of trades at the same times, which was, let's see, make sure I have the right day, the 13th. Okay, 1131. Oh, it helped if I had the right chart. I'm looking at BA. Okay, 13th. Now let's see, Roku at 1131. 1131 must have been right in here. Yeah, I grabbed it right here. I don't know why I grabbed it so late. It might have been because I was in SPY. I was more worried about SPY. Sometimes I do that. I get focused on one and not really pay too much attention to the other one, but I should have grabbed it right at the rejection of the RCT trend line, or at least right here, but I didn't. I grabbed it a little late at 78 cents, and it went off VWAP, and that's probably where I ended up selling it. 78 cents to 117. Thursdays are a lot cheaper. So let's see, the last one of the day was 336 puts at 80 cents at 2 o'clock. So that was probably right 2 o'clock, right here. 201 actually, yeah. Yeah, I remember that I missed this move. I think I wasn't even looking. I think I was doing something when this fell apart, and I was frustrated I missed it. And so I'll pop back up to the RCT trend line, to the previous resistance, which is previous support, which is now resistance. So I grabbed it through VWAP right here, and for the dump right there from 80 cents to $1.52. See right here, you go from here 337 to, you go almost down $2, and it only goes like almost 100%. And if that was SPX, that would have skyrocketed. But it's Friday, so I mean, it's Thursday, it's on expiration, so it doesn't go that much now. Friday was not a fun day. Now, I end up grabbing in my challenge account, let me see, looking at it on Discord. I didn't post it on, yeah, I grabbed 330. Okay, hold on, let me get SPX up first. Actually, I'll keep SPY up first, because SPY was the first one I grabbed on Friday. Okay. So the first trade of the day on Friday was SPY, the 336 puts at 85 cents. And I grabbed it right at open. Same thing, chopped around. And this white line right here is previous day's close. I love looking at that. And when it stumbled, it had a hard time getting over the 200 EMA. When it rejected it at open, I grabbed it the next candle, and they went from 85 cents to 97 cents. I mean, it wasn't much. I mean, it staying ranged all day. Then I grabbed Roku puts at 942. Same thing. I got over the RCT trend line. The 152 area has been very tough for Roku all week. So I grabbed him at 942, which was right here underneath the EMAs, and they went from 64 cents to 222. That should have been the one I used my challenge account, because it went 100% and it was close to the money. Friday, it just was one of those days that I had some decent trades. The chop was very frustrating. Roku was the cleanest play of the day. Let's see what time I took. I took the SPX at 330. The 3330 puts at 10:07. Now I grabbed him right here at this, rejecting the previous day close, and it has to go 100%, and it didn't go 100%, and it ended up being a loss, and it chopped it to death. By the time this move came, it was worthless. But if this move was right here, it would have gone 100%, no problem. But that's part of the lotto challenge, that it has to go 100% or it's a loss, and it was a loss because it didn't go 100%, and it just chopped it to death the rest of the day. So yeah, the next one was let's see, BA and Disney. BA and Disney. Yeah, Friday, I was not in a good mood Friday. Friday was very, okay, get out of here. Yeah, look at this. I mean, look at the range on Disney. I mean, this is just ridiculous. The range was just nothing. I grabbed the BA 175 puts at 1035. I grabbed it at the RCT trend line, right underneath, right there. It just, see, even though it doesn't look like a big drop on BA because it's expiration date, those BA ones went from 54 cents to 79 cents right here off this RCT trend line, and plus it's been having trouble in this area, the 178 to 179. So yeah, I did grab it there off the RCT trend line, and as you can see right here, the previous day it struggled right at this level, so that's why I grabbed it there. Then Disney, I grabbed 131 puts at 88 cents, which was at 1051, which I grabbed it right through. I grabbed it right here through the 37 EMA, rejected. I should have grabbed it right here, but I didn't. I think I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at something else. And it made this drop, and I ended up grabbing the 131, which were clearly in the money. So because they're in the money, they moved a little better. So they went from 88 cents to $1 right there. VWAP was the target, and it made VWAP. So not much of a move, but when you're in the money, that'll move pretty good for in the money. So the last one was Netflix. Now Netflix was one that was just so annoying to watch. I had Netflix 475 puts. Okay, I had him at think I got it right here. I don't know, I got him at 1102, so I got him right here. Where did I get him? 1102. Yeah, right about right here. Okay, so this is why I grabbed it. It chopped up here. It came back, tested VWAP, and when it got down here at this white line, which is previous day close, I thought once we got right here, it was gonna flush. Why do I have? See, I even have the alert here to notify me when it flushes, and it didn't. So, okay, get out of here. So it went to VWAP, came back down here, and I was expecting a flush because look at this area. If this area broke, the 480 area, it was going to dump. And it didn't. And it just went sideways all day, and it killed the play. And it was so annoying to watch. I had a descending triangle right here. First, I had a symmetrical triangle, then it broke down, then it started making a descending triangle right here. And I thought, okay, right here, it's going to flush, and it would have recovered the puts. And it bounced off the TMA, went to the 200 EMA, and it went to VWAP, and then channeled, and it just the play was dead. It would have had to make a serious end of the day drop, and it didn't. It made an end of the day pop, and that was a loss. So that the chop was just so bad on Friday. It was so nerve-wracking to grab, and I thought about grabbing SPY right here, but I didn't want to kill another play to chop. I already killed 2 plays with this chop, and I didn't want to risk any more. I mean, I could have made some good money right there, but I didn't want to add more risk, so I just called it a day. The chop was too much, and we'll just have to see what happens next week. So that is going to be it for the video. Thanks for watching. I hope this has helped. I know I had some brain farts through the video because of the dates and looking at the wrong charts. So, but in time frame. So, thanks for bearing with me, and thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.